दूसरा नाम खा ले.
अरे
No, I called.
audible?
Yeah.
Good, all good? All good? Let's
Showing like you're just.
yeah.
Live?
Yeah, we're live. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is VKDante here. We're back again with, not again, we're back for the first time doing an Ask Me Anything session or Q&A session or AMA, whatever you want to call it.
But back again, I think.
Are you not connected? Okay, you are. Okay. So, Misty, what's up? Everybody, what's up? Shadow, Navtesh. Okay, we need to get the chat rolling. Me and... Okay. So my phone has less battery. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with some of the questions that were already asked, and I'm gonna also be attempting to throw the axe throughout the stream. So we can start from there. Navtesh, what's up? I'm good, dude. I'm good, Shadow. How have you been, man? Naki, how have you been?
I've been awesome.
Okay. So are you ready to take some questions, man?
I've been born ready.
Okay. Okay, we have the first question right away. Okay, so before I start answering, this is also an attempt to throw the axe as many number of times as possible. So I'm doing that. I don't know why I decided to do that, but throughout
that will distract you from giving an honest answer.
That's why I have you.
I think
that is why I have you.
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
This is all I have to do. I don't have to concentrate.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, then fine. Then select a space that it doesn't get. What if it hits something and stays there? What if it hits that?
I have to keep throwing.
Okay, fine.
Okay, what is the first question?
Just don't.
What is the first question?
Okay, the first question is, would you get to PC gaming? I believe that's for VK. So.
Yeah, so I was a PC gamer enthusiast, but what happened was when I was shifting from Bangalore to Kolhapur, my PC died, my GPU died in transit. So in order to change that, I had to change the motherboard, to change the RAM, then PSU, all the shit. Then I had epiphany, which made me think that I haven't played God of War, I haven't played Uncharted 4, I haven't played games like Spider-Man, so I thought, why not I get a PS4? Then I did a little research and PS4 Pro was already out. It had 60 FPS games and it would play in 4K and stuff. I was gonna buy a TV anyways, so I decided to go with the PS4 Pro. And the plug and play feel of a console is insanely good. So, which is what drew to me console in the first place, and I've stuck to console ever since. And I will get a PC for sure because PC game is less expensive. Not the PC itself, but the games itself are less expensive. So maybe that I will. No, not that. That's not what I mean. Like Streets of Rage, a game called Streets of Rage. On PC I bought it for $400, but on PS it is like 2,600 rupees. Like, what the
Game
fuck?
Pass as well. So
yeah, you have Game Pass as well. So that is that. And even Kena Bridge of Spirits, I bought that game for like 4K, 4,000 rupees, and on PC it is 900 rupees. Like fudge. Prodigal Son Returns.
How much you are doing that?
I'll count it after the stream. Like
you just sit and actually go through that.
Yeah, I have to go through that. Or someone will help me. I'll pay if someone counts this. I got Half-Life 1 and 2. Half-Life, okay. Okay, so Naki, go to homepage.
This homepage? Or just promo this thing?
Okay. Yeah, open that the blue bulb thing. Yellow bulb thing down below. Okay. Open the first one. Yeah. So there are a few questions that I've collected from the viewers who are
just to sum up, I think it was Rishi's question. Would you get to PC gaming? The answer is yes.
Yeah, I would definitely consider getting PC sooner than later. Yeah.
Okay, we got a question from Nick. That's from Discord.
50 throws. Now you're counting now. That is awesome. Let's see if we can get a world record, man. Let's go. Okay, so that's the plan. Boy.
Spartans are born to deal with pain. Okay, anyways,
so I've mentioned the name of the guy who asked the question and from which platform. So that is important.
The question is from, I think, not in any particular order, but it's from Nick from Discord. His first question is, what is the next big project?
That is for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Well, we recently released Alan Wake remastered.
Yeah.
Something we worked on, and we worked
Worked
on
on?
the Diablo remastered as well. The Diablo 2 Resurrected. The next big project, there are like few that might come by the end of this year or the next year as well. So due to some NDAs, sadly I cannot say it. Even if I say this right now, there are people who are watching me saying this thing because I can be a potential hazard for their confidentiality. So sadly I cannot.
We don't want him to lose job basically. Oh, did you reach here? Nice, dude.
Yeah, the remastered one is. Yeah, if you played the first one, yeah, it's better than that because it's 60 FPS and all that thing. But
yeah, the first one was only console. Xbox is exclusive, right?
Yeah. I think so.
It was. I think it was
only
only
on PC. I didn't play it on.
Yeah, PC and Xbox. Like, it wasn't a PlayStation.
And second.
So the remastered first time it's on PlayStation.
Yeah. So yeah, just to sum it up, the first question, next big project, I cannot say it because of NDAs, but I can only say whatever as it is. And if you want to know more, go on our Little Red Zombies studio. You will see always we keep posting all the new stuff that's coming out. So that's that. Second question is, can we expect a first party FPS from Sony anytime? I think this anything I say about my work will break NDAs, so I would tread very lightly. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, true.
See, these questions are slightly tricky to deal with.
Yeah.
Sorry if they're disappointing, but
he would like to keep his job.
Yeah, exactly. I would very much like to do that. So ask me something that's already out there.
Yeah.
Or ask me anything about technical stuff that I can answer.
Yeah. How could that have been worked? How could that have been? We also made a series about like classic games, and we talked about that. Nobody watched it, but yes. But yeah, it's there. So
the next question is from Kaushal Bulandi, that's from YouTube.
Yeah.
First is, can you become a successful and a good YouTuber if you upload videos and don't stream? That's for you.
So it is something that would depend on the creator itself, because I feel the reason why I started streaming was because I wanted to play games, and I was doing that in my like extremely tight schedule, and whenever I had a little downtime I used to just get up and play for an hour and just get out, like then I decided like I would rather stream this, right? Like,
I have a question though.
Yeah.
When Kaushal is asking, can you become a good YouTuber, how do you define what's a good YouTuber?
I mean, successful basically. I think that is what he means. Hope you're watching. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure to drop a like, drop a question.
Just uploading videos and not streaming,
so there are many YouTubers who just upload videos, right? They don't stream at all. Yeah, even gaming content also. There are YouTubers like Zany, PewDiePie. They didn't start off streaming, right? They just used to play the game, record them, upload them with some good editing and stuff, fun editing and stuff.
So you can become successful.
You can become successful. I started streaming mostly because I wanted to play games, and I thought, why don't I just stream
Basically, if I can give you some retrospect here, him playing the games, and I used to sit with him and enjoy seeing him play. There was that bond that was happening, right? So probably at some point, he has done that a lot, not just with me, but his friends and stuff. So I thought, like, why not make the thing where people just come and sit and enjoy while he's playing.
Yeah. This is exactly what we used to do.
Yeah, that's how his journey began. But becoming successful, to be honest, anything you do can make you successful. If you're on the right path. It's a matter of a bit of luck, a bit of right content, and you can do it.
Yeah.
So moving on to the second question.
Okay, I didn't know the Leviathan is still
When
there.
are you going to
check the YouTube comments? Someone asked a YouTube question. Oh, okay. So we'll save these for backup when there are no questions coming.
So YouTube. Okay.
Can I explain why Kratos is currently doing this?
Shadow Knight says someone is throwing a Leviathan axe outside too.
No, check the question. Check the questions.
Okay.
Favorite game of all time? Something was asked.
Yeah. So what's your favorite game of all time for you both?
You go first.
So for me, it's Half-Life Alyx right now, and all the Half-Lives 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Any reason why?
1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1 and 2.
No, 3 is the cursed number involved. What are you doing, Naki?
I kind of gave a spoiler, I think, maybe.
What is the spoiler? Kya haal hai, VK? Very good.
What's your favorite game?
I'm playing it right now, God of War. I think it is one of the best combination of storytelling, gameplay, visuals, and just overall game mechanics. This is it is insane how an almost dying series like God of War was brought back in such a way, and in a way it did because it also won the Game of the Year for being an exclusive. That is a big deal, and this game could never get old to me. And story beats, spoiler alert, like the ending.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I did not expect this game to wow me the way it did. And especially when I was like almost had given up on gaming, this game brought it back for me. So this is the first game I streamed by the way, single player game on my channel. So
I'm waiting for him to try Half of Alex at my place.
Yeah.
In my
so if I'm going to Hyderabad, that would be the reason.
The plan is
For
to
the most
change
part.
his favorite game from God of War, which is pretty good for me as well.
We'll see.
But I'm pretty sure I can change that. Okay, moving on to the next question. Zanny is great, 150 throws. Zanny is so funny too. I know, right? Can anyone explain why Kratos is currently doing his right hand day?
So what's up? That's a rhetorical question.
And cricket commercials are great.
Do you try Apex Legends Season 11? I have tried it. I have played it. I played a few matches. It's fun. I can't wait to stream it for you guys. But yeah, today we decided to do this. So maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Next is Dizzy, Kya Hal, VK, NAKY. This were all good.
Yeah.
Could be awesome.
Yeah.
Pramod E. Was the Lavathian axe always this much snowy?
Yeah. Next question.
Kaushal, yo.
Dude, why doesn't the fraud die? Fuck
Yo,
you.
Coach.
You're dead. Kaushal, what's up, man? Okay, if there are no questions, then we'll go back to the other app.
Turn down the game volume a bit. Says
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so from Kaushal, Kaushal is here, so
Yeah.
you are at the right time, I guess.
Yeah, we are on your question, Kaushal.
We answered the first question of yours. Can we become successful? You can just.
Yeah, you
back
can,
it.
yeah.
The second question is, when are you going to get mods? What mods are these?
Moderators for my channel.
What's that?
So basically, they can moderate the comment. Like yesterday, Dizzy was trying to be a little weird, so the moderators can actually ban him or give him a timeout and stuff like that.
Who does that?
Moderators. So if I have to select someone as my channel mod,
There are people who do this things?
yeah, they get paid to do this. So
Yeah.
I will not pay. Like not yet. Like I can barely pay for YouTube.
What a odd question.
Yeah, that was a weird question. Fuck you. So yeah, we will. I'll have to figure out what mods are, Kushal. Like I need to know how to add them first. But I would be inclined to make the mod. If I make mods, judging by how yesterday went, like how my wife completely thrashed Dizzy on the chat, so
She
I
can
would.
be a mod.
I can. Yeah, she'll be the first mod if I ever make one. So yeah, just spoiler. She's gonna be the first mod. Yeah, mods are paid even in 1-2. Kratos, calm down. Just throw the axe.
So the next question is, would you like to make...
This is on Kushal, right? YouTube.
Yeah, this is Kaushal.
Okay.
Would you like to make Raish popular in India too?
What popular?
Raish. It's like Raish from Germany, Raish.
Twitch? Oh, it's Twitch. Maybe it's messed up. I don't know.
If yes, then what are you planning to do to contribute to the cause?
Twitch is already popular in India. It's only that it's popular for Free Fire and PUBG. So that is something that I would like to change, like a lot. The only reason I'm not doing Twitch now is because I originally started the channel making original content and not streaming. Streaming was not something that I knew I could even do with a PlayStation. It's something that I figured out on like while tinkering with the console. But yeah, I would like to move my streams to Twitch at some point if YouTube becomes a thing, and I would only keep the original content because now the stream is completely cluttered. So if I upload a new video and I stream the same day, the video gets pushed down, and the first thing that it will show to the viewers is the stream. So that is not something I would want.
So Pramodi asks question, why are you throwing the axe?
I'm attempting a world record of maximum number of throws of axe. So
In one go.
in one go, yeah, in one
The
sitting.
entire game is calculated.
So we're doing a Q&A, so I thought I'll just do something while we're doing a Q&A. And it's been like how many minutes, and I'm already feeling the pain.
Kaushal says
Fingers
team stopped, but he's back. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Dizzy asked the question, do you think that the story of God of War be extended? Like, will you feel like the game is going lengthy?
Like in the second part, you asked?
In general. I mean,
I lost track.
do you
Okay.
think that the story of God of will be extended?
Yeah, so the plan of the Santa Monica is that they already confirmed is that this will be the God of War Ragnarok will be the last game in this mythology, in the what mythology is Norse mythology. So it will be the last game in Norse mythology, which is weird that they want to end it on a duology, but I think that is something that they decide to do. And Ragnarok is end of all things for this mythology.
I would have been okay if they would have ended it in the first one.
Yeah.
If second is gonna suck, then that's gonna put a bad taste in.
Yeah, because Koribala is not directing too, which is
making everyone approach, but you never know.
Yeah. So the director that they have chosen right now is also pretty badass, is what I've heard. But again, we'll have to say. I read a tweet from Christopher Judge, the voice actor for Kratos. He actually quit after Corey said that he's not directing. Then Corey actually convinced him to come around and at least work with him for a few days. Then he was like, yeah, he's actually a beast, so I'll continue working. So if that is something that Christopher Judge would think, then maybe we would be happy to. But again, the only disappointing thing for me is...
On that note, if I remember, for those of you who are not played Last of Us 2, sorry. I won't say any spoilers, but same thing goes for the actors. What's his name? Joel? I forgot his name.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker. Now, you know what Troy Baker stands for. You know what Nathan Drake. What's his name?
Sam Drake.
Sam Drake. So, these guys are pretty well known, right? And then they, together, go to a game called, what's that game? Avengers.
Oh, Avengers, yeah.
You know that they are caliber and then they do this kind of game. And you know what that stands for. So, what actors might choose or not choose to do is a different thing. But yeah, it'll be fun to see like what they make of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Moving on from those.
Any question on the stream?
No, sorry. Weird from WhatsApp says, why consoles suck?
They don't. Next question.
Yeah. When are all games coming to PC? Games, I'll take this one.
Yeah, sure.
All games are made on PC. It's just the developers choose to just port it. For example, I cannot say these things. So sorry. I would have said
okay, you will have job. Let's do YouTube full time.
I will be sitting with them forever.
So I'm moving to Kolhapur.
So when are all games on PC? Eventually, but
there was a second Nvidia leak that actually says that Horizon Forbidden West is coming like 6 months after PS4 release.
Are they?
Yeah, and there was also a leak which suggested February 7th is when the Uncharted the Legacy Collection is coming. Then there are also a bunch of games, others too. Even God of War Ragnarok was rumored to come. So,
and
if that is true,
these are basically marketing. I think that's a marketing strategy.
Is chilled? What is happening?
Where the way the Xbox is trying to take over all the studios, PlayStation is trying to
work with what studios they have.
Yeah, and they're just trying to make the best of what they can.
Yeah.
If they're gonna get the cut, why not just go through the PCs? Because this reminds me that I'm taking a long route here.
Sure.
For example, if you think about Kojima, Hideo Kojima, the creator behind Metal Gear Solid and everything, he used to make games for Konami, and they used to work on these AAA titles which are like big budget, like super big budget.
Yeah.
Takes years of development, and they're so innovative in every Metal Gear that he makes. It's challenging. The R&D, the resources, everything that's put behind these things is immense. And the result is maybe like 10, 15, 20 hours of gameplay, and people do enjoy that. But that thing is, once the game comes out and the time that's spent, resources that's spent, it's not exactly worth the amount that's spent. Now, what Konami did later on is they started developing looking into the mobile gaming. Mobile gaming doesn't take that much time to develop. Isn't that quality? Isn't that
more returns to investment and stuff on mobile
What games. They have is the live content. Now, live content is something that you keep giving to the people, and people keep buying stuff, and there's a lot of what do you call it? In-game currency. What's that?
Yeah, loot boxes and stuff.
Loot boxes and all that stuff. So, profit-wise, business-wise, mobile gaming defeats all the way a PC gaming or a console gaming. All of that is like shit in front of a mobile game because of mobility and access. Right? So a big game like Konami, and they shut down the entire AAA development and they started making mobile gaming. That's why even Kojima left that studio and did not continue with the Metal Gear, which is one of the most recognized video games, one of the most recognized of all times.
Yeah.
So going by that, there will always be new trend So if games will come for PCs, there will always be games for the consoles. And that's coming from a guy who's working on the development for a lot of games. So
Yeah, so
For a lot of years.
essentially, when the games are being worked on, he would know
Yeah.
what the game would be coming for.
Yeah.
Is the volume okay now, guys? Let me know. I just reduced almost killed the volume.
Kaushal is saying that okay, there is a lot of fighting going on. What is this?
Is it dizzy again?
Shadow Knight saying Dizzy is less rude than you are. Then Dizzy is Shadow Knight gaming. Don't try to fight, dude. Get a life, man.
Okay, can we please ban dizzy? Hold on. Where's dizzy? Yeah.
This?
Put user in timeout, yeah. Go on. Go on. You're working on Diablo 3 now? Someone's asking. Audio is good. Okay.
I cannot talk about the games I may or may not be working on. So
If there's any game that has come out and you've worked
only
on
on the things that's released is what I can assure. That will always be on my portfolio or the company's portfolio. But anything new, you guys can speculate, but I cannot confirm or.
yeah.
Kaushal says NAKY trying hard not to reveal anything crucial. NAKY being Tom Holland. I hope I'm a better Tom Holland because Tom Holland does release, and if he shares a secret, he would still have to keep the job because he's the face of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I'm not a face of anything. It's
and they play it out as a funny thing.
and they have to. That's a marketing strategy, but mine wouldn't be. Mine would be like ending my life career.
Yeah. That he worked on so hard. Yeah.
Kaushal saying NAKY, I saw Little Zombies Insta page. Awesome, man.
Nice. Follow for updates.
Yes. I don't know why people got mad when I said Kratos is like Thor, but in Frozen I said it. I first played it. Okay. Kaushal is saying Diablo 3. Yep, sorry, can't speak. Audio is good. Assign some mods, VK, is what Kaushal is asking.
Yeah. If my wife comments, I'm assigning a mod.
He's gonna rage in Discord now. I think that's for the.
Yeah.
Abhay Kumar saying, any good recommendations for good controller for PC? Hands down, Xbox controller, dude.
Yeah.
The newer one, the Xbox Series 1 is also pretty amazing.
Series X.
Superb. It's
Series X.
Series X, yeah. Which one did I say?
Xbox Series 1. Xbox 1, Xbox Series, Xbox Series 1.
Whichever the Xbox.
Here's for control Xbox layout. It's not about the layout, but
it's
the compatibility and the heft of the controller is way better.
The balance is just beautiful. The feel of the controller is good. Plus premium, and the quality is good.
And also the controller, the PS5 controller doesn't support the haptics and the trigger thing on PC games, so it's pointless of getting it. Plus the dongles and all the hassles you have to go through that, it's not worth it. You have the Xbox Series controller, right, for your PC?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
I have every controller that's out there.
You didn't have to say that.
I liked.
Okay.
So,
we're no more friends, guys.
Kaushal, now it was on your company's Insta page, so they confirmed it officially in description. So they confirmed it on the Diablo 2.
Diablo 2 is confirmed resurrection, no, the 3. 3, I don't even think it's getting worked on.
I wouldn't know.
Does the PS4 controller support vibration? No, it does not. For PC games, as far as I've known, it doesn't support. I don't know what will happen when God of War or games like that will come on PC. I bet Uncharted Legacy Edition will have support for this DualSense thing, but I don't know if there is support for PC. 6 people are watching. That is awesome, guys. Make sure to drop your questions. We're here to answer them while I attempt this.
Buy a Scuff or the Xbox original. What's the Scuff?
Scuff controller is the modded controller. They have the back triggers and stuff. So, judging by what he's asking, I don't think he knows, and I don't think he has used. So, but yeah, Scuff is more for the competitive types. If you are into competitive gaming, maybe that will help you out. Otherwise, no.
PS4 controller support that vibration on PC. I think it does.
PS4 controller does support vibration. Yeah. Even the light bar you can customize.
Not the 5's haptic thing.
Not the 5.
At least not yet. People, I'm pretty sure, are.
Like how they are focusing on getting these games on PC. Maybe they will.
So Kaushal says, was it Diablo 2 or 3? It was 2.
Diablo 2, yeah.
I may have mistook, but when I think it was 3, never mind, they shared some of their work. It was awesome. Yeah, thanks, man. I too have worked on that.
Did you see the cow? Did you see the cow? That's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Like the first image was just the face of the cow. I'm like, okay, they designed a cow. The next picture is like, what the fuck is happening? I'm in my final form, all those things, and he has like muscles and shit. What?
There's another account with TRX Dizzy.
Yeah, ban him. Give him time.
This guy is.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, he's saying that. It's not.
Give him time out.
I did.
Okay.
300 seconds.
Bro, they just make altered over. Yeah, look at the guts on that guy. Sheesh.
Okay, going back to the questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Dhruv from Instagram says, what gives you inspiration to continue with the live streams and videos? Wait,
What gives inspiration to? Congo.
What gives you inspiration to continue with the live streams and videos?
What are you talking about? What the fuck? Right. Okay.
Oh, you're supposed to just get stuck there. Okay. I thought you were supposed to only.
Yeah, anything. I just have to throw and call it back. Okay, so the inspiration would easily be like, if I'm being completely honest, streaming is the way of me getting my game time. After having a family, a job, a full-time job and stuff like that, I would want to game still. So if I just go and sit, ignore my child and my wife and just go and play, it wouldn't make much sense. And it also wouldn't justify me taking time out from my family like that. So YouTube is one of those ways where I could not only share what I feel about the games and stuff like that, but that way I get support from my family too, right? Like I can at least justify why I'm playing games and stuff like that. Like in total 100% honesty, that's the reason what motivates me. So as long as I'm doing YouTube, that is how much I'm getting to play. So if I stop doing YouTube, that means I stop playing. So yeah.
It gives him a purpose to do something, especially for you guys. So.
Yeah. Also, main thing is like, there's so many of you are watching right now asking me questions like, this is the community I built from YouTube. Like, I wouldn't know you guys if it wasn't for YouTube. So
that's true as well.
Yeah. So
no, I'm just talking about that thing.
What happened?
It's just an excuse to play games.
Yeah, that's rather honest. Yeah, absolutely. It's just an excuse to play the game. And this is like GG. 6 people are watching us blabber NAKY. If that doesn't make you happy, what does? Huh?
Should I say it?
Okay, no. In terms of YouTube.
Moving on to the next question.
Yeah.
Shadow Knight from Instagram says, when are you going to upgrade your studio and stuff? Also tell us about some of your future plans.
Okay, so the studio is kind of in works, but it will take at least 1 or 2 years. Mostly because that is something that I have to set aside like completely. I have to get a new house. I have to get a separate room for myself. And that is when the studio will happen. For now, whatever I have as an arrangement is still like it works. And I don't show much of where I sit and stuff. Plus, I'm going to get a green screen pretty soon. So that will just blank out everything else. Time out busy. And so yeah, there's not much reason for me to do it just now. I can give you a tour of my stream setup if you want. If you guys want that, then let me know in my chat. So if you want my current stream setup, like how I play every day, I can show you guys that. Yeah, green screen is coming, dude, pretty soon. Yeah, for sure. So that, and what was the second part of the question?
Tell us about your future plans.
So I'm planning to do a lot more of this live stream. Like I'm to play every goddamn game that releases every month. But again, the time is my biggest enemy. I get only 1 or 2 hours in a day, which is what I want to do. So I'm just picking and choosing the games. Like I picked Deathloop and I didn't even feel like encouraged to finish the game. So I just left it. I said, fuck it. Kina was much more fun, so I played that. So I'll have to pick and choose for now. But yeah, my plan is to play every game under the sun. And also I want to make a lot of original content, man. That is something that I really like. That is why I started the channel. I think there's a question that's coming up which is asking me what inspired me to start the channel. But yeah, original content is what I love. I learned editing myself. All the images that you see, I learned it myself. It's self-taught. Nobody taught me how to do that. So yeah, that's something that I'm leaning towards, So yeah, maybe we'll get more videos in the future. That's all.
Cool. So what's next? The next question is, you already answered it kind of, but how did you start the YouTube? Was it random or something that someone inspired you?
So I used to write reviews for a website, gamingismylife.net or .in something, and that website just died now. It's not there anymore. But I used to write. I'm still the
Was that your
moderator of
website?
the.
Was that your website?
Not my website. There's a guy called Yuvraj who ran the website, but I was like the.
This was back when.
This was like way back, like 2012, 13, I guess. So I used to write for them those websites. So all the scripting that I used to do for the reviews and stuff, that used to be all me. I used to make like a profile pic for the article and stuff like that. So that's where I got my thumbnail roots.
He's asking a question. I'm just answering.
Okay, so that's where I got my thumbnail roots and stuff. So then once I wrote a review for Apex Legends, that's when I played the game, and right away I was so fascinated by the game. I wrote a review. Then I decided why don't I just make a simple video. I just downloaded the first editor I found, Movavi, something that was like pretty basic editor. Then I started editing, and it actually came together pretty well. So I was like, fuck it, let's start a channel. That's how it all began. So you can thank Apex Legends for that, I guess.
Awesome. From Prashant, which is from WhatsApp, he asks how to break into the game industry in India if one skill is set purely managerial and not technical like a programmer or art or animator. That's for me.
Yeah, that's very awesome.
So, how do you break into game industry? Well, I think one of the first things that I would choose to do if I'm not an artist myself and I really want to be in a game industry, and I did this, to be honest. I actually went through the list of the credits. I actually made a categories of all the things that one needs to be. When you start a game, there are some big titles which actually mention the people involved in it, and those are the
what they did,
the most like highest at the tree level. Like those are the big shots, and that should be a goal to reach at some point, maybe. And once you finish the game, then when all the entire army
full of credits
start of like what categories are there, you would be amazed if you sit down and just wait through that 30 minutes of 20 minutes of credit list. You'll be amazed like there are categories for these things as well.
Like for hair,
so much.
There's a studio
so
for
much
hair.
Variety of options you have in this field. What people see is like, okay, you play a game, there is some technical things and there's some visual things. It's not just that.
Yeah.
It's so much vivid. So what I would suggest you is if anyone wants to get into gaming and it's not art or direction or writing, the basic things that people think that is, go through the list of credits.
That is key on the surface.
Identify all the things that companies do and that the highlights mention what they are doing. It's about quality assurance, quality checking, managerial, all these things.
Game testers.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Game testers are vital guys for games. No kidding.
Well, there are studios like Game Shastra and so many in India itself, like in Hyderabad itself. They actually test a lot of these AAA titles without naming them because again that's confidential stuff. A lot of games we play, they actually get tested in India itself as well.
Sure.
Not the finished one. You go through a shit ton of like crap stuff.
But, and you might never see it in the final game even.
But that too is a good field to spend time and figure out like mistakes and quality assurance.
Make notes of it and how much eye for detail do you have, that kind of stuff. You might not know that your basic talents could come up and become your career even. Yeah.
And you just like extra bit of like fluff here is our studio itself is looking for some quality assurance managers and quality control managers. So if you're really interested, just go down to the Little Red Zombies jobs and just try to apply there with the email. Most probably I myself take an interview.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. He does take interviews.
I do take the interviews for a lot of artists who join our studio to make sure that. So the feel is we need to feel you as will this person be fit for the industry that we are trying to do, because it's the passion that's important. It's not your skills. It's not your what degree you had or how many years of experience. No, it's about the communication, about the passion, the interest to be in this field, and how can you contribute to make it even better.
Yeah.
So
main thing is that what contribution can you do to
like
the
industry? A lot of artists that I have had, I ask them what they have done. In the end, all that is in the dustbin. I don't care about that. I need to feel that person's okay, fine. This person is going to be reliable. He is passionate about this thing, and that's what builds that trust. I can make you a better artist, but I cannot make you a better person. So that feeling, that personality is something that's important. So at least that's for our studio. I'm not saying just for us. There are many other options out there as well. So that's that. Second question is, my question is Scrum Master or Project Manager opening in Little Red Zombies.
This is Prashant again, right?
Yeah.
From WhatsApp,
So I think so. If you have already sent, I'm not sure if you have already. I'm not sure what this question means. My question is Scrum master or project manager openings in Little Zombies? Question mark.
Like he's asking if those positions are open in Little Zombies.
Yeah. So if you go down to jobs, we're actually going to post it on Instagram as well. And I think that most likely will get active once I'm back at the studio next week. So I'm in my hometown right now. I'm not in Hyderabad. So once I go back,
Obviously,
all these things will start in.
Okay.
Will be in motion.
Kill the frog.
From next week, if you have already applied for it, I'll just make sure to check it out as well. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah, Prashant has been asking me this for like almost a year now, man. Just check it out, okay?
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, go back to YouTube and see if there are any questions.
Yeah.
If this is causing a records ban him. Thank you for joining and watching us. It's been watching us. It's insane.
VK handing out timeouts like it's a bhandara. This one, Kaushal. Pramod, you still kind of believe you hit like 1.2k subs. Can't believe you hit 1.2k subs. That's from Pramod.
Was that an insult or compliment?
No, it was a compliment.
Okay.
Is this next week's thing?
I killed the bird. Dude, my finger hurts, Naki. Why did I do this, Naki?
Pramod E, alright, be right back. Mom's yelling. Okay, I guess.
You need to know that.
So, VK, what are you eating today? I just show that to you.
Yeah,
so
okay.
that's done. Naki bro, बोल के बतायो दिख नहीं रहा 144p पे. Okay, it was cheesy. What's that? Cheesy donuts and chips and thumbs up. Yeah.
Cheesy toner. You can make sure you follow Venkatesh.
Shout out to Naki's mom.
Thank you, dude.
Pramod E, ayo, your controller stick be cheesy now. Yeah, that's why I hate PS5 controller being white. I hate that.
Yeah, because my controller is already dirty as fuck. Look at that.
VK, teach me Apex, I'm noob. That's from Dizzy.
Dizzy, ignore Dizzy.
Pramod E, game testers get 2 to 7 lakhs per month.
What?
That's a very weird range you put that 2 to 7 lakhs. That's not the right range.
Because I can buy 8 PS5 to suddenly I can buy 14 PS5.
Well, to clarify, I know people who do these things, and that's not the range that they work, especially not in India. So
like less or
I don't know
less,
which
right?
game testers you're talking about.
Yeah.
As far as I've seen, and I know a few cities like Delhi and Hyderabad itself.
Yeah.
That's not the range. It's a very bad range.
Game tester is like the entry level job that you get. Like Cory Baller started as a game tester probably. So that's how you grow in the industry. But I don't think that becomes
people
your
who
core
handle
career.
these things. For example, there is a company. Now this is a very sad story. I won't get into details because there are names involved in this.
Yeah.
They actually take in the contract of testing this out. They take a big chunk, and the artists who actually do that, or the testers who actually do that, they get very sliced off amount. Like literally, if you've seen that Tom and Jerry where he just cuts a very small slice to make him eat for that poor fellow. That's how artists in India get paid. That's the thing that we want to change, especially from our studio itself. That where best artists can get paid better. And that's actually happening.
No, because that is the thing that will motivate more people to choose these careers, right?
Yeah.
If you tell that artists go like they get paid like 10k or 20k, then why would you want to become an artist, right? So they won't never know the potential of that.
In India, it's a very sad story.
It's a cutthroat business.
Yeah, it is. At least the ones that I know.
Yeah.
So, what's that? Bro, you have a diamond trial and you are 500 level plus.
That's Apex Legends. Okay.
Dizzy says, wait, who is this Pramod? Do I know you? Pramod, yeah, Dizzy name. I'm dragged up lol.
Question dekhna bhai.
Wait, what the hell? Better. Kaushal, I can make you a better artist, not a better person. Yeah, I actually use that for the all my interviews as well.
Dude, that's a good line, man.
Yeah.
Make it better artist, but not a better person. You're essentially telling him fuck you.
The thing is, you cannot develop someone's personality. That's ingrained in you, right? That's something that I test you for. Interviews. I don't care about what your skills or what your degrees or PhDs or whatever are.
Are you an intractable person or not? That's where it starts, right?
I think that's why it's a video call as well. I need to know your expressions. That's
Yeah.
If you're putting mask, remove that mask.
Art is a subjective thing, right? Like you wouldn't want someone to criticize someone and they're like, no, fuck you, I'm right. Yeah. Why are you telling me this?
Try to imagine that making Kratos. I want to have people be around this kind of artwork who are really passionate to do this, and not just like, okay, this is my task. You've given me 10 to 5 jobs and I just want to do it. So I wouldn't want anyone being like that. Even if that artist isn't good, I would still be okay because he would put his passion into
Yeah,
it.
I'll have to count them, man.
So that's that. Okay.
Why did you start late tonight? It took us time to come here and arrange stuff. So
Abhay is asking, guys, are you all into CRPGs?
CRPG. What is CRPG?
I have no idea.
Okay.
RPG is role playing games.
Yeah.
He is co-op role playing games.
Cool role playing. Crazy role
We didn't
playing.
try it. Why did you start late tonight? Because we are trying to manage this thing. It's not as easy. I live in a different place. He lives in a different place. So
And I have a family. I'm a
to go
son.
get him
Yeah.
and set this up for you guys. And today is the last day we will be able to do this.
Yeah.
Because I'll be flying back to my work next, like in a day or two.
Yeah.
We just wanted one last time to just sit and enjoy this time and be with you all guys. So.
Yeah. So I didn't want to start a new game right away.
Yeah.
So the next game that I'm going to stream is also a mystery. So I'm going to start teasing out that pretty soon. So
Abhay Kumar saying, and NAKY, have you ever wanted to work on one?
CRPG.
Work on one what?
CRPG.
I have no idea what a CRPG is.
Yeah. Tell us what is CRPG and maybe we can answer that.
Abhay, you can tell me that, and I'm not sure what one you're talking about, so that as well.
Wait, she's answer. He just answered.
Okay. Oh, CRPG like Pillars, Eternity.
Oh, this way is
Baldur's Gate is something that one of my friends as well worked on for the head and anatomy and all these things. So
Bruh.
he did a good job. His name is Saurabh Jethani, so he also worked at Little Zombies a while back.
Damn, Matt dropped knowledge.
Yeah. So I
Guys, can someone count this for me?
again
please?
these are some of the things I cannot talk much about because though you may have seen like 3 big titles out there like Control, Ghost of Tsushima or Diablo and all these things from Blizzard and all, there are so many that you'll be amazed in a year to come. You'll see a lot of them dropping down and you'll be pretty shocked like okay, this guy has worked on this and all these things. So I'm just trying to be very careful on unreleased stuff, so I cannot speak anything about that.
Let's not accidentally lose our job. Okay?
Yeah. As in isometric RPG. I have no idea what isometric RPG is.
No.
I don't know.
Back to questions. Explain us what they are, so maybe we'll have better chance of answering.
Gamer Shara from Instagram.
As much as we have been playing games, we don't know much about the games.
That's us. Gamer Shara asks on Instagram. Many YouTubers talk about the mental fatigue for managing YouTube channel. Do you face that?
2D, okay. Isometric means 2D. What do you mean?
Many YouTubers talk about mental fatigue for managing YouTube channel. Do you face any?
Who asked this?
Gamer Shara from Instagram.
Gamer Shara from Instagram. Okay. So, yeah, there is definitely fatigue when you're trying to put out a video. Like the one video which I put out, our exclusive is important. Maybe I'll link it in the description. Go check that out. But yeah, that video took me almost 10 months to put together. I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I had written down the script almost 10 months ago, and I didn't know how to end it or what direction to take it in, and it took me a while to figure that out. Then I was like, okay, these many games are released. I'll have to adjust for that now, because in that video you can see I started with Deathloop, talking about Deathloop and stuff, because by that time I had already started playing Deathloop. So I had to incorporate those things. I had to incorporate more information that I had uncovered. Our exclusives necessary. The one that the mic is a little fucked up, that video. So it could become a fatigue over time. Like you'll be like, why am I even doing this? Like, why does it have to be put out? Like, who am I doing this for? Stuff like that. But there are things that I want to say. That there are things that I want to just put out, and I don't think there's any other better platform that I can do that on. So the bottom line here is, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, as long as you're happy with what is happening, I don't think it will cause you enough fatigue. It could be a fatigue after you start working on it and you couldn't figure out the direction to take it, but you'll eventually figure out. No one is like barging in. It is your company. Your channel is your company basically. Like you can decide how you want to tinker the content out. So put it out when you're happy. Like I have like 4 or 5 videos that I've edited but not uploaded just because I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with the end result, so I would never put out shit content on my channel. So yeah, that's that. You do feel fatigue, but you have to work around it only because you love what you're doing. If you don't love it, if you think this is too much and it's not working out, then That's it. Stop.
Cool. The other question I had on my mind was dev's opinion on Game Pass long term.
Okay.
So, long term Game Pass, well, the way it affects a developer in terms of these Game Passes option, exclusive options, or multi platform options, there are a few changes we have to do for ourselves. Let's say if we worked on a project which is cross platform, there are certain technical feats that we have to meet. Not just cross platform, let's say there is a game that's cross gen, which is coming on PS4 and a PS5. That will have
Yeah.
its own set of challenges and things
Compromises
that
that I have to look into. Yeah.
do as well. So those things definitely affect. Game Pass is basically allowing a platform to share the games on a very cheap basis, not cheap, but in a very
Accessible. Yeah.
accessible, like for a less price that people can just go and buy. That makes people want to get these things like on the fly. It's like an option. You just pay some amount and just it's like Netflix. I guess.
Yeah. Streaming service. Basically.
So
I think it does mention Netflix down the line. Yeah.
yeah, so that doesn't really affect us much in a way. It just says that you need to make more games. So a lot more content, a lot more developers, a lot more art to make, I guess. So that's the only thing that I can think
I know,
that would
right?
change. Otherwise, not anything in particular. How will it affect the development cycles knowing a game will be on GP?
Game Pass.
It
we can,
won't
like,
really
what's
affect
your take on the
development cycle.
reactions?
It will more like increase our need to create more stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Netflix movies are lackluster, but it's good enough for on Friday evening relaxation.
That's the thing, right? But games cannot be a Friday thing. Like, they have to work, they have to sell, they have to make money just for the studio to stay afloat. So games need to be really, really, really good in order to even make the numbers back that they've invested. You might have seen there are so many companies that just put out one game and they disappear just because it didn't work out for them. So it could be a challenging thing. How the industry navigates around this will be interesting. Something interesting to see, which is why Sony, as a company, giant behemoth it is, when it comes to gaming, it's still not sure where it wants to go with the PS Listen Now thing, right? They're not directly competing with Microsoft at all. They're just going with this, and they're now launching games on PC outright. So you never know what strategy would work out for what thing. Go back to you. There's a lot of questions. I mean. Does Naky's name show up on end credits of games?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can check out my Ghost of Tsushima stream episode 25. That episode I dedicated completely to Naky, where I paused where his name popped up and I just talked
If you
about
go
it.
to the, I'm not sure if you played the controls credits though. If you
Control I must have played on my channel, but I didn't wait for your name and
if
stuff
you
like that.
if you go to the controls credits, you will see me as a lead character artist name
Yeah.
under Little Red Zombie. So
Yeah, the full name is Nakshatra Solanki for Naky.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
as
Yeah,
well.
don't
It
look
won't
at
be Naky.
Naky किधर है? Naky आया नहीं नाम झूठ है.
So my real name is Nakshatra. The thing is, Nakshatra has a lot of syllables, and I do travel a lot and speak to clients. So using Nakshatra is a bit too complicated for them to spell out and
Pronounce and
pronunciate.
stuff,
Right?
yeah.
So I do. Naki is something I've used all my life.
Yeah, that is a Counter Strike code, Counter Strike name.
It just stuck with me. So Naki is much more easy to catch on.
Yeah.
So you won't see Naki, but you will see Nakshatra.
Nakshatra Solanki. So he's trying to make his parents proud. So no Naky. So Ghost of Tsushima live stream part 25 is where you say it. 25, 26. The end episode. That's where you say it.
So, as an isometric RPG 2.5, 2.5, then Inside would be a game which we both enjoy and love a lot.
Yeah.
So, those are the games we. So, yes, and yeah, which was this game, dude?
Metroid.
Bionic Commando Rearmed, that's one of the most awesome game if you guys haven't checked it out. Bionic Commando
Yeah, so much fun playing that game, dude. That is insane.
You should make this thing.
Yeah, we'll have to buy a game on after first. Yeah.
So yeah, we CRPS, GTFGS, whatever he said. So that games we do play.
Yeah, CRPG. Yeah.
Like where you see characters from top down. Well, I do play Age of Empires a lot. I used to.
Yeah.
But
Age of Empires 4 released recently.
yeah, I want to. I don't check the reviews. I was like, everyone giving me the review links. I'm like, I want to play that game. The first ever GTA game. Oh yeah, that. Thanks. He was explaining that thing.
Okay. Later top one, yeah.
Like Pokemon Nintendo games. Yeah, later Pokemon games. Best example would be Infinite Engine games. So Okay, those guys are talking between themselves.
There are fish also. There are the
There are
fish
frogs in God of War. What the fuck? Yes, there are frogs. Hey Naki, VK, what's your take on early access? What early access?
game early access.
What's a game early access?
So some game released on some consoles first, then other consoles.
Doesn't matter. I mean, personally,
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference to me.
yeah.
I just see a PS5 में कभी जैसे हाँ अब हो रहा है ठीक है तब खेलते खत्म. It doesn't matter to us a lot. No?
I legit didn't see one or noticed any in the whole game. Okay, the frogs is saying.
Okay.
What does this say? Game equals to Skyrim in the description. Why does it say game equals to Skyrim in the description? You type Skyrim.
No. YouTube is weird like that. Yeah.
Ah, nice. I played Control like last year. The art direction in the game was great. I loved the collectibles.
Nice.
The whole cosmic horror vibe. Yeah, awesome, dude. So, if you have
You worked on the hair of
game,
Jesse and
go
stuff,
through
right?
the credits list, then you'll see my name. Me
Yeah.
and my team, of course.
Yeah.
It's not just, again, when I say I'm involved, it's me and my team.
Yeah.
I have worked on hairs for several years. I used to make them as a one-man show, but
I have no current record from
now
them.
I have a team.
This is the first
of people
attempt.
to do that. So that's that. We can teach me how to make Maggie. That's cool.
Take hot boiling water, 2 cups. Put Maggi, put masala. Wait for 5 minutes. Done.
Mix it. Don't forget to mix it.
Bruh.
You have to teach him.
I
Ask
am.
you to teach.
I am. This is how I teach.
You just read the
You
description.
don't give out the secret ingredient, Naki.
Maggie. You already just said what the description of Maggie. Betas Pramoti. Betas.
Oh, beta, open beta and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nah. Do you like that? I mean,
No. Like yeah, it's like something that I would want before I want to buy a game, commit to a game. The Battlefield 2042, that beta told me that I should not buy the game. So yeah, it can work. Like demos are something that we need desperately. Like we lost demos, which is sad. Capcom still does demos, which is commendable because that's how you know if you want to buy the game or not, right? I think demos should come back.
okay, what's the current record for this axe throw count?
No, this is the first attempt.
Promotes is E20,000.
I might not even reach 1,000 by now. Like I'm just chilling.
What was the big inspiration for you while working on Control? It's Remedy. It's Sam Page. It's like
Sam
Lake Page. Sam Lake.
Max Payne.
Alan
We grew
Wake.
up with those games. Imagine you grew up with a game, your favorite game playing, and now you're working for them. That's what he's doing.
Alan Wake.
And I hate him for that.
And the fact that I actually missed the opportunity of meeting Sam Lake myself. But,
No fucking way! Bro!
My directors, my Ankit and Shriram, who are the magic directors of our studio,
Yeah.
they actually have a snap with him. The
Oh!
pose with the
Why have I not seen this?
Actually, it's on their. I think I saw it on the phone or it's on their Facebook. So they have taken the photo with Sam Lake, the infamous Max Payne face for the first
Yeah, the first game.
and he's the story writer and director per se for the
Yeah.
rest of the
Remedy's games, yeah.
Alan Wake or
Yeah.
Control. So just knowing that these legendary people who made them and now I get to work with them.
Yeah, that's like his own reward, you know. Like it's like something you cannot buy such things, man. Like I
I
hate you.
remember playing Max Payne first time at VK's
Dude,
home.
this is like all game you played first time on my PC.
I think so, yeah. That's
Okay, every time we used to cover the weekend, like his holidays
summer
and stuff.
holidays?
Yeah, he was like, okay, what is the next
the
new
next
game?
thing?
I was like, come sit, son. I'll show you the game.
So that's the first time I saw Max Payne 2 is what I saw the first time.
Okay.
Then I realized there was Max Payne 1 and I saw the bullet time and everything. I was like, the mind blown thing happened. I was like
How are these games working?
fifth grade or something, 5th or 6th grade is
Yeah.
what I was in. So that was 2003, 4ish, I guess. And that's when I saw it like, okay. And 20 years, I guess, not 20, but 15, 16
15
years
years,
later,
yeah.
they're like, I'm actually working with those guys. So
Yeah.
I told
I'm still there
brother that
playing.
I worked on this and this, and I told him, and these guys were proud to see that that moment led to this somehow.
Yeah.
Because let's say if I had not done the gaming,
If your parents were chosen to go somewhere else in the summer holidays,
I wouldn't have the impact of those games in my early childhood. Whatever impact it puts on your childhood right now, if you are children,
that will drive you for the
live
future.
Forever, right? So for me, it was the games that I played at his place. So that somehow has led me to today's present day, where I can. Right now, I do show off sometimes to VK or as well. Like I worked on these games, but I'm proud that it was because of these guys is why I'm here today.
Dude, I would hug you, but I'm throwing the axe.
Yeah.
So.
He's done that already, sir.
Yeah. Hugging.
Yeah.
Not throwing axe.
So you might as well turn off the SFX now. Sound.
Okay, it's getting that annoying.
I'm just kidding.
I'm punishing.
Max Payne was sick. VK setting the record. I played Max Payne, kinda liked it.
Who kinda liked it? Ban him.
From Pramod
Ban him.
Kinda liked it.
No, I'm kidding.
Abel Kumar is saying, damn, Naki, Pramod E kinda reminded me a total overdose, but non-Mexican. So if you're playing it right now, it's such a bad. So right now the games, I feel the game from 2000. From 90s to
which game are you talking about?
Any game. Any game that dates from 2000, maybe from 1999 or 98 for me, because Metal Gear Solid 1 came out, Mortal Kombat, all these games.
98, 1996.
From those time to 2010, whatever games came in this era are all one of the masterpieces, like legendary, revolutionary things.
Yeah, that was like golden age of video games,
first generation, second, third generation. And later on, nowadays, it's more about like the graphical fidelity and that fine-tuning, lack of like everyone.
I don't know where Mr. Go.
For me, it's like all the.
Thank you for the shower, man. Thank you so much.
All the games these days are like, you are the hero, you are perfect, you can do this, and it's like so optimistic. It doesn't punish you.
Hand holding.
There are tutorials out there. I remember the first time I played Lara Croft 2 or 3, I don't know which one, she had these boxy breasts.
Triangle boobs, yeah.
And it took me literally a week to figure out how to just climb, because in Lara Croft, if you play the older games, if you climb, you don't just hold on to the edge. You need to press a button
to actually grab onto stuff.
And then you have to do that effort. That's what developers did. But nowadays you're like, just press and press or something.
Not even press, just use your analog. You will go to direction.
It's like the poles, the cross, the edge, everything.
Yeah.
And that's such a bad thing. It just feels so sad. So right now, if you played Max Payne now, the older game, it's a very sad time to play. It's like your mind is fixated on these things now. To go back,
but Max Payne also punishing, dude. The game was fucking punishing. You would die like that.
Who plays now?
Yeah.
That kind of visual look, and it was unrefined, right? Back then it didn't matter. Like if someone plays Mortal Kombat 2 from now, 2 or 3 from now.
Yeah.
They'll be like, what's happening? My eyes are hurting.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 2 was a shit, man. They actually had photo scans of the characters and put it in the game. That is insane.
I like that. I like that.
I really love that. Even the WWF WrestleMania, remember that?
Yeah.
The Sega Genesis game?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. That was so much fun. It only had 8 characters in the game. 8 WWF characters. And the game meant the world to me, man. More than Here Comes the Pain, I would pick that game any day.
Kumar says, Sam is like definitive face of Max Payne for me always. I was such a decade. It was like Matrix, but in the game. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that was the inspiration for that, right?
If you even seen the recently, Sam did put out the
20th anniversary video. Yeah,
like just seeing that just puts a tear in the eyes.
Yeah.
So good. Pramod, Far Cry 3, Halo, the Far Cry 3, all these Halo, they were a bomb back in 2010.
That era games.
That thing, 10, 11, 12. Games are optimistic. Hello, you.
7 people watching. Welcome to stream, guys. I'm streaming with NAKY.
There is an emo of you, I guess.
Yeah. Only my members can do that.
Nice. You made that?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Sad, right?
The first
hey, Misty, what's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome, man. No issue. Start asking questions.
And then got Lara one.
So I'm actually with NAKY. If anybody joined just now who don't know what is happening, I'm with NAKY, who's a game developer, worked on Ghost of Tsushima, Control, Cyberpunk, and many other games. Is currently working on shit ton of next-gen titles. So if you have any questions, or if you have any questions about my weird YouTube channel, you can ask us. And while we are answering the question, I'm attempting a world record for most axe thrown in God of War in one stream. So yeah. You should try Shadow of Tomb Raider. I have already actually played it.
My heart was racing so hard when you were saying all these things. You were so confident. Like one slip up of
Dude, I'm used to. I'm a professional YouTuber, man. Come on, I have 1,200 subscribers, bro.
Misty, sorry, had to go somewhere. I'm back now. Awesome. The healing animation in Far Cry 3 was so OP. No,
Pramod is like, you already hit the wall. Like, stop doing it. I don't know. I don't know how do I submit this to the world record thing. Maybe I didn't read the rules and this is all useless.
Video to them and we are speaking, right? So. And you're moving always, so it's not like a
static thing. Yeah, you can see the controller here. See.
You should try Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Eclipto, right? Yeah. I have played it. That was actually the first game.
One? No, the latest one.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the latest one, right?
Is it the Shadow? Or
Yeah.
Is it the Rise though?
Rise of the Tomb Raider was the second one, right?
Yeah. The one that came for the PS4?
Yeah.
PS5 as well.
It came a long time ago, right? 2018 something?
In this latest Tomb Raider which had like this...
yeah, even asked, where is Hitesh? Yeah, where's Random Gamer? Shit, dude. These guys are not showing up. What is happening?
We started late.
Yeah, that's true. Just grab Shadow and Rise and reboot. Let's hope it's good. It is good. It is actually pretty good. It's like Poor Man's Uncharted, but with boobs. So yeah, you'll have fun, dude. It's a good game.
FC2 did it better. Healing animations.
Ah yeah, Far Cry 2, yeah.
Far Cry 2 was much more realistic in a lot of different
that was like Ubisoft trying to be good.
Yeah.
Far Cry 2 was the last game that they tried to be good with.
Far Cry 2 is more like I think a sandbox for them. They tried a lot of things.
Yeah, even the burning mechanics, like the fire.
There's so many mechanics in that game which is so realistic and so good, but they get annoying.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't put in a right way.
No, the one big mistake that they did was let the enemies respawn. Like if we leave the area and come back to the camp, the enemies are just back again.
And you had malaria which kept popping in randomly, which came in the way. Or
it was unpredictable basically. You couldn't do shit.
The mechanics was good, like the way it was jamming.
Yeah.
It just feels nice and unreliable. Because how the guns are, they're not as simple and easy as we think. Like Call of Duty, like reload and it's like 2 seconds everything is done. No, that's not
how it works. Yeah, jamming was pretty good. And it was realistic too. Whereas Far Cry 3 was way more superficial. I know, but Far Cry 3 was so much fun. Good. It was the most
it was
fun.
About how.
Yeah.
Let's say for example.
It was the video game. You know what I'm saying? It was the video game experience.
The car racing game that came out.
Forza
the Horizon came out recently. Now
Forza Horizon 5, yeah.
Isn't a very realistic game for people who want
to. But it is so much fun.
But it is fun. Now, if you take a Gran Turismo, it's like ultra, like even the realistic game.
You would control the cars better in real rather than the game.
The game is so hyper realistic, like every single thing in that. But it's not fun for a lot of people. There are people who play those things. So
people who like simulation stuff like that, your brother might enjoy Gran Turismo.
Yeah, even I would enjoy it, but I'm just saying in general, like people who like Far Cry 3 was not that realistic, but it was fun. It was super fun.
It was fun, and it had good story, it had good mechanics,
the visual, everything was just like sweet spot.
Yeah.
Even the Blood Dragon that came out.
Oh, Blood Dragon was so good, man. Such a good game, man. What happened to that Ubisoft, dude? Come on. They have become so lame now. Even Rockstar is becoming lame now. Rockstar is so lame.
Just grab Shadow after the Rise and the reboot. Let's hope it's good.
Yeah, good. I just answered that. It's Uncharted with boobs. So.
Shadow has some very down to the earth and very realistic, and there is some of the most best stealth missions. Like it really feels raw, and like Tomb Raider goes in a.
No, it feels exhilarating. You feel scared,
and it is actually scary. It's not. It's exhilaratingly scary. It's like what's gonna happen, and it's so
heart pounding kind of. Yeah.
She keeps dying and she keeps falling, and nothing is happening. It's not like that. It's like very raw.
Yeah, with first part they went full Uncharted, but
seriously abused in that game, and you get to live through that. So that's Shadow is good too. You should play that.
Yes, sir.
Rise second, Shadow is the third. Yeah. Then there were three games. Right?
First one was the reboot, then Rise, then Shadow. We carry nervous right now. Right now, no. As soon as I got into company of NAKY, I feel pretty good. I was nervous before starting the stream.
FC3 was great IMO. It wasn't as good as 2 for me. Yeah, for everyone, it's like subjective things.
Yeah.
As long as you enjoy it. Misty FC2 had gritty realism. Abhay Kumar, I loved the jamming and weapon degradation into Misty, whereas FC3 was way more superficial. Tomodi, Far Cry 2 was more details than Far Cry 6, the physics and all. Far Cry
6 became full cartoon, dude.
It became like
full cartoon. Pakistan 6 is full on cartoon, dude.
I was like, you go in America, it's like the stupidest of things. There are some regions where I don't even get.
Where is Pakistan Blood Dragon? I don't blame you, dude. It should be everybody's
if you
favorite.
both do twinning cosplay and then do a stream together?
Dude, the fact that we are sitting and streaming now, that itself took us like ages to commit to.
Put on costumes.
Yeah.
VK, are you nervous right now? Is what Kaushal is asking.
No. Like I said, I got into this company. That's all.
My favorite FC was.
Why is it so cold? I'm fucking freezing.
You're cold, okay.
I'm wearing a freaking kurta, man. Like I'm on the t-shirt, like trying to kill me or something. I'm pressing the same button. My finger is jammed. I'm dying, kind of. Okay, if there are no questions here, we can move back.
Yeah. So Instagram, Sumit Zope asks, do you know about the first inverse square root hack of Quake 3?
What?
Answer is no.
I've never heard of that. Is that a thing? Dude, if you're online, let me know, man. Sumit Zob is actually a legendary member of the channel, but if you're here, please explain what the fuck is that. We'll wait for you. Next question.
Sharon Knight asks, are you going to make stream highlights like before?
Yeah, I want to make them. I was actually going as far to hire someone to make those for me because time again. Like as soon as I play, I put on the control, pack everything, keep, and go to my son. So I'm now okay. So it's the time though that is actually killing me. So you must have seen I've like lowered my upload frequency also for shorts and stuff. I used to upload like 3-4 shorts every day, but now I just couldn't. Like after work, I don't even turn on my laptop. That's how bad it is when it comes to timing. Maybe in the future, if YouTube does something for me, I can give more share of my day to YouTube. But right now, I'm not at that position. So yeah, maybe. Never say never.
Next question from Yogesh Chaudhary asks, what struggles did you face while securing your PS5?
Oh, let me tell a story. Listen, guys. Okay. NAKY was also an active participant in getting this. So what happened was, NAKY got his PS5, right? Like, and India launch day, his boss just went to website accidentally for shopping, and they were actually doing pre-orders in website. How fucking weird is that?
It was like very luck for
yeah. So we were like, come NAKY, come, we're booking.
And my boss just calls me up like, okay, there is one here, just come and get it.
Yeah.
We somehow managed it, and even the day of release, I actually got it a day before the release.
Yeah.
At the night, the website guy calls me, sir, the packages arrived in the truck. Like, okay, great.
Okay, I'll come pick it up tomorrow.
Boss is like, I ordered it like after such a long like hitting refresh.
Yeah.
His came a day after, and I was like, I got it. But that's my story.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he got his PS5, and
give me a retrospect, like
yeah. No, that is what motivated me to, right? So I want to tell you a story.
Yeah.
And the sweetest thing was he did the unboxing.
Before that,
yeah.
Weakest thing was he did not want to actually get.
I didn't want to. Yeah. NAKY is a developer. Yeah.
He didn't actually apply for it.
Yeah, NAKY is a lead character artist at Later Zombies. He's worked on games like Ghost of Tsushima. He's worked on games like Control, Cyberpunk, and all the hairs that you see in Ghost of Tsushima on all characters, plus all the furs of animals. That's him and his team. So, yeah.
Make a like that.
I have to pin a comment, write a comment and pin it on top somewhere. So everybody can enter. But yeah, so yeah, he's a game developer. He's been in the industry for a decade now. He's working on more than like 20 plus games, I think, even more. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop them, dude. Thank you for joining the stream. Make sure to drop a like. So that's how he got a PS5. And the sweetest thing was he opened the console on a video call with me after he got it. So that was the best, sweetest thing ever. But then I was not originally sold to get a PS5 because so many games are coming to PS4 anyways. Even Horizon. Hey, Dhruv, we just covered a question, but you missed it. But yeah, so I was not inclined to, but then my older brother was like, Abe Saleh, like that meme. You're running a YouTube channel. You're not going to play the games in his latest and greatest thing. And how would you want to do that? So it took me a couple of months of convincing him. Then I was like, hello Naki, I need a PS5. Naki was like, fuck, you would have told me that they were like, there was actually one other PS5.
Three PS5.
Yeah.
I got one. I
And
got one for
two-
my friend. There was one sitting there for at least 2-3 days. It was just sitting.
Yeah, it was just sitting there. Like nobody took it.
Nobody knew about that
No,
thing.
yeah.
It's like people were all online. Nobody knew about this website would have that.
Mr. What's up, buddy?
When he said to me like he wants to like
He like went full on berserk on me, like to yeah, like I would have got it right then. Super chat. We got a super chat. What? Who? Why? What? Retry. I just stopped throwing my thing.
you couldn't do that. I'll check.
Oh, cannot connect Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I think my net died. I'm gonna check. Wait. Hold on. We have technical difficulties. Okay. So then what happened was I finally decided to go with it. Then we decided to do it like in one May sale. May 17th was when the sale was going to happen. Then my older brother, who also lives in Hyderabad, he's a doctor, microbiologist, frontline for COVID. I'll have you know. And back then, COVID was in its prime. We didn't have delivery in my city. Aditya, what's up, man? How are you, man? Drop your question, buddy. What happened? It's connected. Okay. Go.
I don't know. I'll check that.
Okay. Yeah, super chat. Thank you, dude. Cricket, what's up, man? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. So yeah. So then we yeah. What was it? Where was it? Yeah. We got the super chat. Thank you. Okay. So then on May 17th was the sale at 12 p.m. What I did was I told Nike to look into Flipkart. So play shop at Sony and some other site, and my brother was looking into some other site. I was looking into shop at Sony and Amazon. So we started at 12. Everybody on conference call. At 12, my brother had taken off from hospital. Naki had taken off from work. I had taken off from work, and we were sitting there. No, since you used to. Okay. So then we went on 12 baje. We were like, bye. Kisi ko nahi mila. Nobody got it. And we all three were like, oh, fuck it, we didn't get a PS5. I was like full on sad, crying. Not crying actually, but almost about to cry. Yeah. I wasn't like, I was tearing, but I was not like full of nothing like that. Okay.
It's okay.
Like, you didn't get it? No, okay. But yeah, then at 12:10, I was just closing all the tabs on the PC. Like, I had already given up. Naki was like, wait, we'll do something. I'll send you my PS5 so the time being you start streaming. He actually said that he was actually going to get his PS5 from Hyderabad to me while he was coming to visit his family. So I know, Naki, yes, but no. Will you do that for me? But no, don't do it. So then at 12:10, I was just refreshing, closing. When I came to Amazon tab, Amazon the last tab on my PC opened. Okay, there are like 10 other tabs. Then like refresh, it was there buy now. Then me, Naki, and my brother all clicked together. Me and my brother got in the card, and we decided, okay, let's order. Let's get it ordered so that even if one gets cancelled, because there are a lot of cancellation happening. Even if one gets cancelled, we will be able to get the other one. So both of them arrived, thankfully, at the same date. But now the problem was both arrived in Hyderabad. Kolhapur mein delivery nahi hai. So we had Naki coming over, but then it was not delivered the day he was leaving. So that didn't happen. Naki was still like, I'll bring my PS5, I'll go and take that PS5. But I was like, no, I don't want to do this to you. That was actually a gift from his boss, right? So
it's like, it won't be right. I'm like, okay, fine, let's not do it. And that was in the morning, and the evening he calls me. Naki, can you do that actually?
Yeah, while I was boarding the flight or something.
Like, yeah, you can do that. But then later he decided like, no, I
called him again.
I need to have my ethics straightened out. It's like,
I can't take your PS5.
Get that password somehow, because it is a struggle, for people who have traveled in air. The PS5, for people who have seen PS5, is not a delicate.
It's a chungus.
Sorry, it's not a very rigid and happy.
The flaps are all completely
very
delicate.
It's not meant for mobility, is what I'll say. Even bringing here from his home.
So the back side is completely empty in the car, and the PS5 sitting there. Like, mera jagah hai. So I had to contact FedEx. FedEx was the only company that
shout out to FedEx,
I trusted. And they even picked up from my brother. So my brother was in the hospital back then. He wouldn't come. Damn, bro, I think I missed any questions. You missed some of them, but you can ask your questions random if you want. Yeah, we're still answering. I'm still attempting this stupid world record. Please tell me if I won. But yeah, then FedEx, he said FedEx to me, and I got it in just 2 days. I opened the pack, I did the unboxing on the video live. I literally opened the box for you guys, like, fuck you guys, send me super chat. So that happened, and I finally got my PS4. What was the question? How was the struggle?
Struggle. So it was a struggle.
It was a struggle, but totally worth it. The first game I played was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. 100% worth it. That was the first game, yeah. I got it a day before the release. Yeah, I'd already bought the game. I just had to download it. So, Quake the Inverse Square Root. That was you. Jackass. Yeah,
he didn't answer that.
We couldn't answer. We have no idea what that is. So tell us
to explain that.
You answer your question.
Modi is asking,
Sathi, what's up, man?
Do you consider making a YouTube channel now? Now you have VK's audience. Just jump in, start.
Yeah, still my audience.
I have a channel. I made it
in
2000.
Don't. Yeah, but he has a channel. He has all the interviews and like presentations that you did.
No, that's actually from IGDC. So people who take so I do give seminars from the IGDC. It's like a Indian GDC.
Yeah, but cheaper.
Yeah, it happens in Hyderabad and stuff. So people from around India, even from outside, come over and give some seminars. Yeah. So I do that as well. But that's not my channel.
Satvik, NAKY, I love you. Damn, you have fans, dude. Yeah, start a channel, bro.
Thanks, dude. But I did make a channel back in 2009 or 10. I used to upload my 3D models and renders of what I did back then.
Yeah. Then you saw my channel, I was like, okay, VK's quality is too much, I'll give up.
There's one video there. It's Michael Jackson's Dangerous. I did a 2D animation back in 2010. It actually has more than 2 or 4 lakh views. And it's a good animation. And the fact that it has Michael Jackson in it.
Dude, my total channel views are not 1 lakh. It's like 90,000.
That's there, you can check it out. But it has no content. And if I'm considering making YouTube channel, maybe for the tutorials and stuff, but right now... Not time. The thing is, the content I'm making for the games, it's a bit confidential, and the pipeline that I'm making is so crucial and unique. It's like some of the things cannot actually go out.
Yeah, it's like a chef giving out his recipe.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So like that. I'm actually bounded by not giving out that information because that's what runs right today around the world. Also,
yeah, why would companies hire give the work to their company because they have that unique technology, right?
In this, and we found out a very sweet spot of how we can promote ourselves, and the fact that we are from India, that's putting us in a very good position. So I was thinking of making a channel to explain these things, but didn't make sense because people might make worth out of it.
Yeah.
But that's a different story. So
we have no competition, guys. Congratulations.
Super chat, GG. Kaushal actually says he has no time. That's true as well. So
I've been doing this for 1 hour now.
Yeah. Speaking of time, I actually want to do other things than the gaming part because I feel like there's so much out there that I'm missing. Like, for example, bike riding is something I'm a lot into. Okay, I'm just getting that. So, where do you live in Hyderabad? I live in Gachibowli. That's in High-Tech City. High-Tech City is the hub of all the high-tech. The
MNC companies, yeah.
Where do you live in Hyderabad? I've done no since here when he used to do Apex competition. Since here.
Oh yeah, you are since here.
Okay. You're NAKY, I'm a game prop artist. Would surely appreciate some guidance. Game prop artist.
Oh, that's nice.
Where do you work actually? Some random gamer says, damn bro, I think I missed my question. So that's that guy. Kolhapur mein delivery. Question. Ordinary gamer.
So do you have any suggestion on that prop artist guy?
I asked him like, where does he work?
Okay, cool.
NAKY, I love you. Okay, love you, dude. Yeah, I've watched those presentations. Oh, thanks, man. Awesome.
Yeah, the tracked up is actually watched. Yeah.
Kaushal says NAKY has some seminars on Indian GD. Okay, even that guy, see that? Awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
Damn, NAKY.
So we do have competition. NAKY will have to
surely appreciate some guidance. So the guidance I can say to you is, so I chose to do the character artwork. Prop artists is for people who don't know what prop artists is basically.
Yeah, these are props. Yeah, these are props.
In the environment, which most likely will not have life in them. They fill in the environment. They populate the game environment.
Yeah.
So what he killed right now was not a prop, it was live things are not a prop. Props are any items that you see.
Like pots in God of War.
Anything, a balloon in Arkham City or anything. I don't know why that popped up in my head, but fine. So a guidance for you, if you want to continue doing that, environment artwork or concept of an environment, there are like different stages that you progress.
Level
designing, all that. It's a very vague answer, I understand, but your question itself is like guidance can be in many directions.
Like, what is your goal? What do you want to achieve? Exactly. Maybe that way he can direct you better.
Who is Satik Chetri? You know him?
Yeah, I know him. He's one of the subscribers and a member of the channel.
Oh, yeah,
legendary member. So
yeah,
2 months in a row.
I love you again. So.
Yeah.
Love you too, man.
Cerebral, what's up, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream.
What piece of code or design do you see that left you amazed?
That's a good question. I would like to know that.
Well, there was a code. So there is this thing about backward compatibility, or this is the technical side, but there are certain limitations of particular game I cannot speak of. So that code actually works. For example, if you want to do a certain action, let's say if you want to jump off the building and not die. For that specific character, you are a lead character, you are some special character, and you don't die because you jump off the building and you get on the ground. But you do lose health. Now, there's a piece of code that's written in that says that if so and so things happen, the result will be that. The action will have its reaction. Right? And now that code is working well on certain platform. When I say platform, that's let's say PlayStation 4.
Consoles, okay.
I'm changing a lot of things right now. So being very careful what I'm saying. I can reveal what it is. You won't even guess it. And what that code did is, it actually let you do what it was supposed to on one platform. But once the platform changed from PlayStation to, let's say, a PC or an Xbox, that led to some unexpected result. And
so it didn't match that system.
Yeah, it didn't match that. It did quite opposite thing. And that game actually decided to go with that incorrect code, which was not supposed to happen. The level designer actually liked that and approved that this is what we wanted as a power for that person or for that character. And that was the incorrect code that turned out to be like, okay, why not? Why don't we do this?
So a bug that became a feature.
A bug became that feature. And that code was really good. It worked well for one thing, but not for the other. But not the one that didn't work.
So now that you recode to all the system.
Yeah. So
make it a bug again.
That game, that actually became that was actually flawed. So the code wasn't perfect, but it being imperfect is what made that game.
The imperfection made it perfect. Yeah.
So that's something I remember.
Perfectly imperfect. Yes, dropping knowledge here, guys. Send super chat.
I cannot reveal what that.
Yeah. You're very careful. You did a good job. Congratulations. Give me that very first time. Where is my coke?
It's getting uncooked.
I'm thirsty, but. Imperfection feature. Damn, I know, man. It's funny how things work out sometimes.
Kaushal is singing song for me, I guess. Cerebus Gamer is saying hi. Freelancing as
NAKY trying hard not to become Tom Holland.
Jagrat Mills is freelancing as prop artist for now, making intermediate models and learning. So if you are a better growth usually for a prop artist or an environment artist is they usually tend to get into character artwork. So if you're getting into characters, I would say learning anatomy, studying the
that's my stuff. I got those stuff. Promote, fuck you.
Studying hard surface and learning Marvelous Designer for cloth and simulation. These are some of the initial steps that you might want.
You can get a free game, Cerebus. You have to participate on the giveaway. If you win, I'll send it to you. By the way, the giveaway is still up, guys. I'm going to announce the winner on 7th. So if you have not participated, go watch the video. Top 5 November games video. It's giveaway on the title.
Perfection is a feature. Yeah, that's true. NAKY trying hard not to become Mohammed. Yeah. Converting a bug to feature isn't what programmers usually do. So what programmers do is that at the end of the day, they make things work. Their job description isn't about always solving. So the solution is what's acceptable.
What can work.
Most of the times, it's not what they are asked to do, but they are problem solvers, right? So programmers, if they did the job of solving what was,
they need to find creative solutions to
there will
problems.
always be necessity of creative solutions.
Imagine that programmer who fucked up was like, ये क्या हो रहा है सर, ये फीचर है, नया फीचर बना है, अभी पीसी में बना है, पीएस में बना दे बाद में. Like, oh, great idea, raise. What is that actually happened?
Kind of, not in that retrospect, not that way.
But that could happen. What is this bug? Sir, I thought I would give some new power.
I can give an example that actually happened, and that's documented as well. If you go through the series of behind the scenes for Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of Patriot, you will actually see.
Wow, 20 rupees सुबह में उनको game चाहिए.
You will see a moment in the game where you actually press certain button to go in the past. You see a Metal Gear Solid 1 game getting played in Metal Gear Solid 4, the Guns of Patriot.
Okay, Guns of Patriot.
So there's a moment where there was a glitch, and that glitch was in a cinematic, and that glitch was covered up with Metal Gear Solid. So Snake wakes up from his dream, and you wake up as Metal Gear Solid 1 face, and the way it was merged so nicely, the bug was fixed. Like they used the Metal Gear Solid 1's face, and then they blend it with the new face, and then they changed the transition. So you should actually go through the behind the scenes and see how much crunch and creative solutions they have to come up with to solve. The Kojima says like, no, we need to get this done now, and the quality department is like, no, it cannot be released, and there's so much back and forth clashes keep happening.
And look, what is the best solution we can find now? What is the quickest solution we can find? And they're like, let's use that face as a transition.
Release date is here.
Oh, I have a go now.
So we haven't recorded the voice. No, we have to move on with this decision so that the next decision. So all that. The entire game development is like that too.
It's again, it's a iterative process, right?
Yeah, it is. All day, every day. NAKY, sorry?
Can I kill this bird?
VKB raid in NAKY's pantry. No, dude, we actually got it before coming in, so it's fine. And he paid for it, so.
I'm throwing spam with really distracting. Dude, I'm trying to attempt to world record. I'm sorry.
I just throw my question. Can I get a free game? Free game from whom?
He's asking NAKY for you.
Oh, can you get a free game? We as developers, people who work with, we generally do get games from the developers. So Ghost of Tsushima, for example, or Control, developers did
get the code. Yeah, they get the code sometimes.
Of the games we work on. So.
It's up to the developer again, right? You don't ask for them.
We don't ask them. This is not something that it's a trend.
Can't get code though.
It's a goodwill within the industry that we have the connection. It's something that they come up and say like, okay, here's the code for your team and the members who worked for them. So that's how we get it.
Leonardo, I think you're new to the channel. If you have any questions, drop it. NAKY is actually a developer, game developer. Been in the industry for a while. So let me just play the recording. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. The Leviathan axe, I'm trying to get a world record of most axe thrown in whatever time. So
Pramod E asks, how are you gonna pick the name?
For what?
Cerebus Gamer, मेरे को एक गेम फ्री ऑर्डर करना है, फ्री में दिला दो ₹20 का सुपर चैट कर दूंगा. So he's saying that you want to do 20 rupees super chat and give him a free game.
What game? Mario? Kumar Gaurav, how much a fresher 3D artist gets paid in Red Zombies?
Wait a second, I'll get back to that.
Yeah. Thanks for the question, by the way. If you're new to the channel, please
Kumar
subscribe.
asked, I wanted to get into character modeling. What would be a good start for a newbie? Anatomy, marvelous designer for clothing, hard surface low poly modeling, and understanding the process of low poly UV bakes.
Don't accurate.
If you
game,
you understood what all I think.
No.
If you clear these things out, you can.
YouTube not nahi karna hai game is there.
The axe throwing spam is really distracting, bro. Leonardo.
You're welcome. That's the worst idea ever. Like, that's the worst idea ever. Right?
I don't know what you'll be doing otherwise.
Okay.
Pramod E. Or you can just stand still, I guess. Show the environment. Show them view, like you're hitting in the bottom of the.
Yeah, I'm hitting in different locations every time.
Okay, VK, there is no record for this. Oh, no problem. You already hit the world record an hour ago. How much fresher 3D artist gets paid in Red Zombies? It's from Kumar Gaurav. So Kumar, I cannot really share what pay one might get. We really test out the person's personality, his character, even before getting into the money aspects of
Before he designs character, we check his character.
Yeah, that is true. So one might get there's no standard thing for this. There's no like, okay, this is the standard pay,
Yeah,
and you
ये
get,
बनाया तो
no.
इतना दिया. That's not.
Every person gets
watch
analyzed
it. Thank you,
and
guys. Make sure
evaluated in their own way. So it wouldn't be fair to just put out like, okay, this is the base I want you to start. Everyone starts at that and then go. No, it's not like that. Based on your ability to understand, assess the situation,
How much you can
answer
contribute.
us,
Yeah.
there are a lot of things that come into the play. And if you're an artist, feel free to apply to us and
Yeah, you
might
can
most
actually
likely
go to
be
Leaders
involved
on
in
the
the
website and
interview
apply in
itself.
career.
Yeah, so
Yeah. He'll be interviewing, so you can tell I'm VKDante subscriber. You'll get more discount in interview. You'll get discount in questions, dude. You'll ask less questions to get the job. I'm kidding. That's not how it works.
in fact, I would ask you so many questions that you yourself should feel, okay, this is this the place that I want to stay for so and so time. So that's
See, it's like selling a company already. Like, Leaders almost should pay me, dude. I'm free. Like, there's so many people trying to apply for career now. Dude, you should tell I'll skip this, dude.
I'll show him this part of it.
Yeah. There's so many career options. Like, Ankit was like, hey, NAKY, कितने आ रहे हैं career से interview लेगा क्या रे? I'll tell you why.
Official broadcaster for LRC. VK using NAKY as content for attraction for new people.
Of course, that's how you 200 IQ, man. Fuck you. I have a brother who worked on Ghost of Tsushima. Do you? What would you do?
In his defense, this is a fact. He is one of the people who is responsible for me being in this industry. So that's.
I'm done, guys. Stream done. Okay, bye.
So every game I made, I actually am happy. The first person I always share this with is to him. That okay, I worked on this. Once it's released, I'm like happy to share. Like, bro, this is what I actually worked. And then he like blows his mind. Like, fine. Oh, okay. And it's not like, array, this a-hole is like he's working on these things. He's genuinely happy that his contribution has led to him not being able to do, and he's still playing these games is an inspiration for me. Like, and a child.
After like we had a long gap that we didn't have any contact. Like after I got a job, got married, I got way too busy and wasn't in touch with any of my cousins. But then when we got in touch, he was actually surprised that I'm still gaming.
Yeah.
Back then I had 300 subscribers or something, and that's when he found out that I'm still doing this and running a fucking YouTube channel. He was like, dude, you're still doing this. I'm working in games and stuff like that. Was awesome.
Him not being able to make his own career, but his influence made my career. That's even bigger than me trying to do it myself. So that's that. 6,000 ka game XP. Okay.
So for 6,000 game is gonna send us 20 rupees super chat.
Random gamer says, NAKY, what do you think about the Yakuza game series? I haven't played it. Honestly, a lot of Japanese games, it's not my cup of tea. It's like over the top, like too much exaggerations of like expressions and a lot of heavy.
Dude, you have no idea how many games NAKY starts playing and he's like, fuck it, I'm not playing this.
Yeah, because I'm not.
Any recent example?
Putting out ego, but my time is very crucial and make sure that I always manage it in a right place. So spending time with
like when he says Half-Life Alyx is the best game, that's because he finished it.
Yeah.
That game motivated him.
If it's not really worth it, because I'm looking for some inspiration for something new. It's no longer about enjoying.
Because what can I learn from this game? Yeah. So the first time I met my son, he's like, how can I model hair on a baby in a game? That's what he did.
Yeah.
That's legit what he did. He's like staring at my son and his hair and he's like, can I get pictures of your son?
If you look at games, games in hair are haven't been that great. And there's like just hair.
There's something still goes in the uncanny valley.
Yeah, uncanny valley. So what we can do to make it better. But yeah, that's a different thing.
Don't fly away.
But Yakuza game series, I haven't tried that too, so no idea. Service Gamer. By the way, NAKY, आपके हिसाब से best upcoming कौन सा game है आने वाले है?
Like what are you hyped for? Let's go that.
Spider-Man 2 कुछ और क्या? There is Horizon Forbidden West. There is Rocksteady's Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Yep. Super hyped for that.
So those two are top of the list for me right now. We'll see how that goes. Pramod E. Why do I get asked, do you draw hentai stuff when I say I draw some manga every time, literally? Because that's what people always relate to.
Yeah.
People will always ask questions based on what's most
like guys mostly think with their penis first. So
yeah, and that's a fact. There's nothing denying or changing that. And with the internet and everything so easily accessible, I'm pretty sure that's common between like less than 10-year-old people might be doing
Like
this.
every time I open a browser, google.com, your penis is like, where is my content? Too much? Okay.
I had a question. It's related to the game assets workflow. Do I need to learn 3ds Max or should I stick with Maya? This is like a very unrelated. Like this question doesn't. It didn't matter back in 2010. It still doesn't. So the answer is it doesn't matter which software you go with. It's important. It's a tool. What tool you use is irrelevant with what content you're making. So
does it make your job easy?
Yeah.
Does it work for you? Does it help you do what you're trying to accomplish?
Like for example, if VK is making videos and content and editing stuff, there are more than 1,000 editors
Video
out
editors,
there.
yeah.
It's like, is this video editor better? Is that better? No, it's just what he's comfortable
What
doing.
editor
with,
works for
the
me,
situation
yeah.
he's at. So Max, Maya, Blender. If you're new to this industry, learn Blender is what I can recommend because it's open source, it's free, and if you learn that, it has so many ease of modes.
Yeah,
I
and
cannot go into
not
that
just
because-
gaming. It has so much nuance that you can make like 3D
whether it's
films and
cinematics,
stuff.
whether it's game.
Yeah.
So,
So much you can do.
if you haven't, go.
My friend, one of my friend is a civil engineer, and his model of his business, the way he works is, he takes snaps of someone's location, like he does interior design and like exterior stuff. So he takes the model of the place, puts it in Blender, makes a like 3D thing of that location, and then he puts furniture in it from Amazon. So when the customer sees the final result, he can even tell them what this room will cost you, how much this will cost you. So a civil engineer making buildings is using Blender. So yeah.
Speaking about 3ds Max or Maya, so every developer will have its requirements. A developer like a Naughty Dog or Santa Monica might use Maya, while a developer like Rocksteady might use a 3ds Max.
Yeah.
And the reason for Max or Maya is dependent on the engine they use. For example, Until engine is
Yeah.
much more suitable for 3ds Max than Maya. Vice versa. So other proprietary engines might use some different softwares.
Yeah.
So
And in fact, it doesn't even hurt if you learn more.
Yeah.
Because like if a company hires you to do work on Unreal Engine and
if you're in your early stage, the more tools you learn, the more easy your
the
journey will
better.
be. But once you get into this, once you are like, okay, I've learned
Professionally working on
Yeah, once you're professional, you will not have option to go back to learn ABCs. It's like if you want to be, I don't know what you call someone who has knowledge of a lot of languages. But
Yeah.
you can learn them in your early stages. But once you're into that, you cannot. Okay, I need to learn Mandarin now. I cannot.
Yeah.
Good technically, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's very ideal world out there. Okay, so Kaushal, Naki, last question. Can you answer this? Me, I'm a VKDante top 5 subscribe Naki. The guy gets pass. Get this man a job. I didn't get that.
What?
Naki, last question. Can you answer this? This question. Me, I'm VKDante top 5 subscriber. Naki, this guy gets a pass. Get this man a job. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea what that.
I may not be reading it right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cerebus Gamer.
The joke didn't lag, bro.
नहीं देखा. Next month subscription नहीं लूँगा.
What is the question? Oh, game dega kya free? No, dude, I can't. I would if I could, but I can't. You can become a member though, so please become.
Pramod EVK, why is the lake not freezing because of the axe?
It's not that powerful. Dude. Come on, man. You can't freeze a lake and shit.
Is that even a lake? Pramod EVK, just go do some fights, please. You already carved your name on the record, please.
Where?
Pramod,
Can someone
right
confirm?
back, that's a move. Okay, the questions are done.
Anything in that?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, we'll finish these fixed questions and then we'll call it. I've been throwing the axe forever. My
I
hands
think
are
there's just one question from
Is that your
Hitesh Gaba,
interview?
YouTube community. Question for Naki. How does one person open up to the people and opportunities? Okay, I'll read the entire question first.
Yeah,
Pretty
okay.
big by now, right?
Yeah.
How does one person open up to the people and opportunities? Our country's mindset is very naive when it comes to
We'll
career
come to you,
opportunities,
Priya, thank you.
and because of that, I have no idea where my life is heading towards. My parents are telling me to get a government job because they think it's the best opportunity one can get, and I disagree. Government jobs are difficult to get, and money is always a problem. I'm doing electrical engineering right now. I have a bit of interest in computer hardwares and stuff, but don't know where to begin. Okay, that's a pretty intense question.
Yeah, I think that's for you.
Yeah.
Because I have a job too, by the way, Hitesh. I work too. I have a career, but okay, ask Nakin. Why not?
So,
I'm not full-time YouTuber, guys. Like, fuck you. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. That question hurt me. Okay, answer Nike.
The first part of the question is
This is my reaction to your question. Okay, continue.
how does one person open up to people and opportunities? How you open up is if you
Sorry.
if your work speaks louder than your words. The fact is,
Show
if
them
you
you
do
can do it.
something,
Yeah.
if you make something, if you're create. Now this again comes down to creativity, but also applies to the other things as well. Like
What is
work
new you
do,
can bring to a table?
whatever work you do, whatever things you do in your life. There is a book I would recommend you. It's called Ikigai, Ikega. I think Ikigai, J-I-G-I, sorry. It's a Japanese book. What Ikigai means is, I may be wrong, but you need to read the book to get this entire. But whatever one does, needs to do it passionately, and whatever it may be. But if you do it enough, you will be so good at it that no one else can do better job at it than you can, or at least you will be the best at it, in whatever it can be.
One of the best, yeah.
One of the things that it explains is the writer actually visits this place in Japan, and he's going
Yo, that's
up
awesome.
a
Nice.
apartment, and there is a
Guys, if you asked a question, please wait. We'll answer you.
there is a guy in the
Just a
lift
second.
who opens the doors and shuts the door. That's his job. And at some point, he comes to this guy and asks about him. Like the writer asks this person, the lift guy, "What you been doing?" And he's like, "I just open lift and close lift." And how long you been doing? He says, "Like I've been doing this for 30 years." For 30 years, he's just been doing the lift open and off.
Yeah,
That's all his job. Like,
sucks.
why are you doing this? Do you not get boredom or like fatigued or whatever? Like, why are you not done with this kind of crap? Like 30 years of open and close, that's a little. It's like I never look at it as a thing that I need to grow from. It's just something that I know that I can make it better every time. For someone who is walking in, how I can make this thing be more and more better, more efficient, more effective. And somehow you find a very sweet spot in that. And it wasn't his mentality like, okay, I need to be a better person, I need to earn money. It was his way of seeing life and interpreting it. So it's up to us. So that's a different topic, but coming back to the how do you open up to people? Let your work speak louder, whatever work you do. If you're doing it with passion, if you're saying you're electrical engineering, you mentioned that already.
He's an interested PC hardware as well.
That doesn't limit you from doing what you actually enjoy doing. Ask yourself what it is that motivated you. Ask yourself like when teacher asked you or your parents asked you as a kid, like what you want to be become, as a grow. You said some word. It may not mean anything, but it may have some impact on you. For example, if I wasn't doing this, I would probably be a pilot right now because my elder brother, who is actually a commercial pilot, he actually showed me a movie called Top Gun. Now the movie is like Tom Cruise back in 1986 is when it released. It's about fighter pilots, going faster than sound and all these things. And it was so.
I'm getting towards
it was so impactful that it made an impression on me. And we can just gonna take a pause, and I'll keep doing that. Why I will do that? But we'll go here. So that put a very big impact, and that stayed with me. But if it wasn't for this animation or this game thing, I would have went into that. Now that wasn't the passion that I knew, right? So what I'm saying to you is, even if you're an electrical engineer, you might also have a similar passion to do the same things, and find that passion and stick to it. For example, if VK is doing this gaming thing, he's doing a different job altogether, but he's still finding that passion somewhere to do this. So that has stuck with him, and it still works. It's about like how much passionate you are about these things. Coming to the other question about your family or your parents asking you to be in the government job. Now there's a fact to it. Don't take it the wrong way. They are thinking it for your good favor. So for me, how it worked out was my dad actually wanted me to finish my BCom because he said like if this your career, the animation is
doesn't work.
Most people recognize that because that's the most catchiest thing. If this doesn't work out, you need to have something to fall back on. So for me, it was the commerce.
No, stop the recording.
The BCom thing. So if it's not sorry. if it doesn't work out, then you have something to work on. So I was like, fine, I'll do that. But what I did was I did my education externally. So I did not go to the college. I did not sit for the periods. I just went for the exams. So I got my degree, but I was on the 5 years. I actually learned the tools, learned the skills necessary to be where I am today. So I made the good use of my time doing that. Now, if you are electrical engineer, I'm not saying that do that thing. No, what I'm saying is find a way to do something that you enjoy. Now, what you enjoy is something you would know. I personally wouldn't know, or anyone who wants to do this similar. What you're asking me is something I've been asked like tons of times before, like my parents and the government and the society and all these things.
Don't take gaming seriously.
Yeah, a lot of people do get asked this, and I understand it's a hard thing. For example, if let's say VK2 wanted to do something in his life related to game, he had to do certain things in a certain way to make sure that he meets the ends meet,
Yeah.
right? Whether it can be
I
starting a new family.
had a drought for like 3 years where I couldn't play games.
Yeah. So it can be the starting a new family, meeting family's needs, so many different things, and everybody is right in their own place and situation. I was lucky enough and fortunate to have family who supported my ideas with certain restrictions, but enough to proceed to the next stage. And brothers like BK, Ruturaj, and whose impact also made me assure like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So coming back to your question,
Yeah, so in a nutshell, what I want to say is like show your parents your worth
Yeah.
in your talent. Like if you are an electrical engineer, you want to do something, then make something and show them
Yeah.
that this works. This is what something I
Yeah,
can
it wouldn't
do,
be like,
and
they
prove
might
it to
force
them.
you.
Make a proof of concept.
But if you are showing enough like I can do this, like for me it was same similar thing where my dad might not be like completely reliable on this, but my mom was like semi-supportive. But I actually kept working and showing them this is what I'm able to do. They're like, okay, fine, this is what you're getting into. If you know what it's worth for, then do what you enjoy doing, because that made them realize. So, like VK said, do something that you enjoy. Actually,
Like
might.
usually what parents think is like you're sitting on your ass wasting time, computer में game से खेल रहा है, nothing you're doing. But when NAKY used to play the games, he used to like I'm annoyed by the hairs. Hairs don't work.
Yeah.
Let me make it better. Can I do something to make it better? So you need to do something and show to your parents. See, this is what I did. This is not happening in the industry.
Explain them.
It doesn't have to be a transcending thing like
Yeah.
Elon Musk making a
You're not
rocket
going
ship
to
that lands.
invent the
No,
wheel.
yeah,
It's not about inventing the wheel. It's
but
about
make it better and show that you can make it better. So just prove it to your parents that it works, then they'll make it
and
work.
even if not better, show the dedication, show that
Yeah.
you're committed to this. It's like if it's like a very base random example, everyone gets married, but if you show a commitment enough to see that you're gonna live long lasting and a good partnership life, that's good enough to proceed to that. Unless like just I want to get married just for the sake
Yeah.
of it. It shouldn't be like that. So when you're saying you're doing electrical and you want to do games just for because you enjoy seeing games, now that's wrong thing. You need to be very clear about what you want to get into. So I think that answers the first question where people are asking like, how should I get into games? So try to figure out what exactly do you want to do in games.
And how
And
you
then
can
start from there.
prove others that
Plan this
it
thing
works.
out. Don't just take random decision because you're annoyed by what you're doing right now, because that's what you're stable on. Do electrical engineer, you're stable on that. Figure these things out, sort it out, discuss with your mentors. I'm pretty sure you idealize some people in your life. Talk to them about this. Like this is what I'm thinking. This is the change that I want. Then, if it makes sense, if it's all clear in your head, give it time. And no amount of time is enough to analyze these things. There's a friend who told me recently like I was sick and I lost 4 years, and my
Yeah.
cousin did this. Some very bad family history story. Something he told me. Like I lost 4 years of my life, and it's a waste of time. What I told him is you're looking at it as you lost 4 years of your life.
Yeah.
Think of it like an expense. Expenses are not always monetary. You don't
Yeah.
pay always to learn something. Right? I told him like those 4 years was the price you paid to learn today. That
Yeah.
was all unnecessary, and now you need to change.
This
So
is what you need to do now.
yeah. So don't always think like okay, I need to only pay money to learn something.
Yeah.
Time is the most valuable thing here. So it took him 4 years to realize. But if you're realizing, that's the money. That's the time.
The
well
sooner
spent.
you realize, the better.
Yeah. But even if you do realize, that's still important. So if you're realizing this right now, don't think that it's late. But yeah, plan it out and only then make decision. Just don't do it because of your whim.
So quickly, last few questions, guys. Leonardo is asking, can you check out my portfolio and see what I'm.
Sure, you can. send me a link on maybe on Instagram or
Yeah, I'll link his social on
Yeah.
description as well after the stream is over, so you can send it over there. And Priya asked, "Do you like Shibinu? What is that?"
Priya asked, do you like Shibine? I have no idea. Sorry what that means. Maybe you
Yeah.
can.
If you're online, then let me know.
Yeah.
But
Any other
Nike make motivational videos. Your lecture work. Okay. But yeah, guys, I think that should be it. I'll go back home and try to see if my son is asleep, and then I'll try to count how many times I threw the axe.
Obviously,
Hopefully,
if
it's
they
some
allow
kind of
you
a
enter
count.
the house.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that also. So,
Kaushal,
should
thanks,
we,
man. I'll
a
try
breed
to
of
see if I can do
dog?
that.
No,
Am I the only one here? No, I don't think so.
Random gamer, what's you're still there, random gamer? What's up, dude? Okay, thank you.
Shia been a breed of dog. I did make a lot of couple of dogs for games. I'm not sure if you're talking about that. Ghost System has one dog, but yeah.
Okay,
I think it was
but
awesome.
I think we covered all the questions on
We
that
did
are
all the
covered. Yeah.
questions.
Okay. But thank you guys. I hope this was a good session. I don't know when we'll be able to do this again, but if we could, we'll definitely do it. But I'm honestly surprised that so many people showed up and asked us questions.
Yeah.
I only have but 200 subscribers. I think Nike did a lot to get the questions out there for you guys. But you can find the links in the description, Leonardo. I'll just drop it in the description after the stream is over. Don't worry. You'll find all Nike socials link there. Mostly his Instagram, where he's active. So you can talk to him directly. No issues. Don't be dizzy. That's it. So, but yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks for making this work. I don't know if the world record thing actually worked, but we'll see. We'll count. We'll see what happens of that, or maybe I just wasted my time and life.
Like Cory
I'm broke my
Balrog
control.
will
Yeah.
come and say like,
Yeah.
hey, awesome work.
Yes.
You're like you're done.
Oh,
Like, that's
never.
what you're off for, right?
Yeah.
That's enough for you.
But yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks, Nike, for doing this. I don't know when we will be together again, but we would love to do that. And if you enjoyed, please do not forget to drop a like. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. And the next game I'll be streaming is something that I want to start teasing tomorrow. It's a good one, but let's see how many people find out. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, I asked him, Naki, can I do this? He's like, oh yeah, let's do it. So, so he knows. He's the only one who knows for now. But yeah, I'll start putting out teasers tomorrow. Let's see how many can understand that and guess that. Also, the giveaway is still up, and that is going to end on 7th of November. That is when I'm announcing the winner, and you have to have the comment in that video so I can, count the people participating and then select a winner from that. It'll be a random selection. Don't worry, I won't pick iska comment acha hai, isko jeeta hai, nothing like that. I'll just put it in a random number generator and just whatever number comes up, I'll pick that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. People are commenting something, but I don't know if I should.
Have a very happy and a safe Diwali to all of you.
Yeah, happy Diwali to everyone, guys. Don't be dizzy. I'm a certified moderator. Nice. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Good night.